Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Northampton Township Board of Supervisors Reorganization meeting. It is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Happy New Year to all. We'll start out with a Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I do want to take 1 second to mention during our moment of silence that the Township lost a dear friend on December 31st of 2023. Daniel Lawrence Rubini, also known to everyone as Larry, retired colonel from the United States Army, retired U.S. Administrative Law Judge. Many of you would know him as very active in the Veterans Affairs in our community, and one of the people that really helped bring the veterans into our fold and be recognized throughout the community. We're sorry to his family, and our thoughts are with him, so please keep him in mind at our moment of silence tonight. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So before we get ready for the rest of the agenda, we have a swearing-in ceremony for our newly re-elected Dr. Kim Rose.
All right. Please repeat after me. I, Dr. Kimberly Rose,
I, Dr. Kimberly Rose,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Dr. Rose.
Thank you. Yeah, take it. All right. Thank you. I would like to thank everybody. I have to tell you, an election is a team sport. It is not one person doing it. And so there's a few people I would like to thank. The first person I would like to thank is my husband. He had infinite patience. And I have to tell you, for a whole year, he did anything I asked, from from putting up signs at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning to just anything, driving me around constantly. He just, he did everything to help me succeed in this. So I thank you, my husband. And my son, Anthony, who was my treasurer, and he also was on sign duty and did everything he could possibly do to help us. And I am so grateful. He is the best son in the whole world, just saying. I also want to thank Lisa Praz, who was my campaign manager and stood by me at the beginning when maybe I didn't get as much support as I needed, and she stood up and helped me the entire year and was there to listen to me, help me, work with me. I cannot be more grateful than everything you've done for me, Lisa. Somebody who I would like to thank who is not here, VJ Khanna. I pulled him out of retirement to help me. Also, all my friends who are here, Judy, my biggest cheerleader, my friends from the gym, Tony, and all my girls, and all the rest of you. My seniors, Adam, who helped me with, our Rails to Trails people. I just can't tell you how grateful I am. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here today. I do want to say this, that 12 years ago, when I first got on the board, my mom and dad were here with me. We lost my dad a few years later, and my mom is having health issues and could not be here today. But if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, because they always believed in me and always they said I could do anything I wanted to as long as I tried my hardest. And they were right. They were right. But I also want to thank the people on this dais. We work together to make sure that our township is the best township in the entire world. We all work together, and it is a beautiful thing. So I thank the people on this board. And lastly, I just want to say that when I first started all this, I had decided that we would have only a positive campaign, no negativity. And a lot of people didn't think that that would be the right way, but you know what? It was the right way. And it's a rarity that you have such a positive campaign and it comes out on top. So I'm very proud of what we did. I'm proud of all our work, and I just want to say I am totally grateful. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again. Thank you. First order of business tonight is the reorganization of the Board of Supervisors, and I'll start out by just saying thank you for this year. It was a great year. I appreciate everybody's confidence in me being chair for this year, and we'll see how next year brings. So we'll start out. Can I have a motion or a nomination for a chairperson?
I nominate Adam Selitzker.
Is there any discussion? Any other nominations? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. So thank you again. I do not take for granted the trust and confidence you guys have in me. I know we always act as a board, and I appreciate the confidence that you give. Do I have a nomination for a vice chair?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Mr. Barry Moore as vice chairperson.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any other nomination? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. I'll take a nomination for the election of a secretary.
Move for the appointment of Paula Gasper.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Any other nominations? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And nomination for the election of a treasurer.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Kim Rose.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any other nominations? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. I'll also accept a nomination to appoint Bob Pellegrino as the Assistant Secretary. So moved? Is that-
So moved. So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. For board liaison responsibilities, the board is keeping the same liaison responsibilities that they had in 2023. They are available on the website as always, so you can see them there. The next order of business is resolutions and motions, and I'm going to read through the resolutions and motions in the manner of consent, and then we can vote on them at the end. So we'll be voting on Resolution 24-1, and by the way, this is all in the board packet, and it's also all the backup is also available on the website. Resolution R24-1, approving the bond amounts for township officials. We do that every year. Resolution 24-2, approving the real estate tax levy for 2024 at 28 mills. Motion to approve the 2024 meeting date for the Board of Supervisors. A motion to approve the 2024 holiday schedule for non-union employees. A motion to approve the 2024 mileage reimbursement rate. A motion to approve official depositories for township funds, that's in the various banks that the township use. A motion reaffirming insurance providers and brokers of record. Resolution 24 dash, I may have a bad number here. 24-3, sorry. Adopting the fee schedule for 2024, that's all the permits and things like that. And finally, a motion reaffirming the 2010 investment policy statement for 2024. Again, all that information is available. I'll accept a motion to accept the information as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have appointment of professional consultants. I'll accept a motion to appoint the township solicitor in the firm of Rudolph and Clark and Joe Pizzo.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. I'll accept a motion, the appointment for township engineering for both Gilmore and Associates and McMahon Associates, also known as Bowman.
I'll second that.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
I'll
I'll
second that.
second.
Is there I'm sorry, I missed
Need a motion.
I missed a motion.
So moved.
So moved, okay.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
In a second. Any discussion? I'll just add that with multiple engineering projects, we would assign the township manager to assign the projects as needed. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, I'll accept a motion to appoint the township labor attorney as Neil Morris.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
One nay. Motion carries. Next, we have appointments to the boards and commissions. Bear with me, it's a pretty long list, but we're happy that we had so much interest and involvement, both from the folks that have already been on boards that wish to continue to serve and those that asked to come on to boards. The vacancy board chairman for a term through 12/31/2024, Dave Breidinger. The Blighted Property Review Committee for a term through 12/31/2024, Richard Smith and Alexandra Solars. For the Building Code Board of Appeals to fill an unexpired term through 12/31/2025, Bob Rosser. And for the Building Code Board of Appeals to fill an expired term through 12/31/2028, Ray Foisey. The Historical Commission to fill an unexpired term through 12/31/2026, Melissa Falk. The Historical Commission fill an expired term through 12/31/2026, Gregory Beatty. And for the Historical Commission to fill a term through 12/31/2027, Eric Ebert. For the Library Board, both to fill terms through 12/31/2026, Dr. Michael May and Larry Blumenthal. For the Municipal Authority to fill an unexpired term through 12/31/2025, Jamie Waters. And for the Municipal Authority to fill an expired term through 12/31/2028, Edward Farling. For the Planning Commission to fill an unexpired term through 12/31/2025, Michael Bidwell. For the Planning Commission to fill an expired term through 12/31/2027, Steve Saddlemeyer. And for one Planning Commission alternate to fill a term through 12/31/2027, Janet Cafalo. For the Veterans Advisory Commission to fill an expired term through, actually these are all through 12/31/2026, Wendell Rich, David Reese, and Thomas Yeagle. And finally, for the Zoning Hearing Board, to fill an expired term through 12/31/2026, Richard Lennon. And for a Zoning Board alternate is Mike Hardy. So I will accept a motion to accept the appointments as presented.
So moved.
So moved.
You have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No.
I'll just mention again, thank you to all the volunteers that re-upped and also volunteered as new members on boards. It is nice to see some new names. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We do not have any new business. Is there any public comment? Thank you. Liz. Hi, Liz. Liz, just confirming you are a township resident?
Yes, Liz Yaus, I'm a
Thank you.
township resident.
Thank you.
You have motion reaffirming the 2010 investment policy statement for 2024. Can you explain what that is and why we're working with something from 2010? Just would like to have a little clarity on that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
As many of you know, we have two pension plans, actually three pension plans, two defined benefit plans, and one defined contribution plan for our employees. The investments that we have are guided by an investment policy statement, and that statement is reviewed every year, and the board either reaffirms it or decides to change it, but it guides the way our investment advisors invest pension funds. And our goal is to have a 7.5% return every year. Sometimes we exceed that, and sometimes we don't. But that's average over a period of time. And that statement is, again, being reaffirmed for 2024. I will tell you that the Pension Committee, Advisory Committee, is looking at it, and we'll be reviewing it again early in probably the first quarter of this year to see if they want to recommend any changes to the board. But it is to guide our investments in our pension plans.
Thanks, Bob. Before we close the meetings, any board members have anything else they'd like to say?
Not this evening.
Hearing none, no further business. The meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.